Hello and welcome back. It is second day in a row. Hooray for me. I'm not a complete screw up. Yay. Ah, dearie me. Today's actually been an interesting one. I actually slept in a little bit late. So I've basically set a new routine for myself, and unfortunately my current routine, such as it is not quite there yet. Usually what's been happening is I've been getting to bed around about 2 o'clock in the morning, falling asleep sometime after that, and waking up with Rowan before Suguta starts work. She's actually been working from home for a little while now, obviously with everything that's going on. But yesterday she started a week off, if you like. So she doesn't have to log on to a computer, she doesn't have to do any of the work, etc. And I kind of just got an opportunity to sleep in a little bit, which was nice. You know, usually I have to wait for a weekend for that sort of thing. But, you know, things such as they are, I managed to have that this morning, which was quite nice. So I got up, I was quite hungry because I hadn't eaten anything for breakfast. I hadn't eaten anything since, the night before. So I had a bowl of muesli, which you can see, with some oat milk, just plain oat milk, normal oat milk. I'm down to a third of a bottle now, so I can probably do like one more bowl and then I have to give it up. And it's entirely my fault for eating just giant bowls of it. It is. I can't really blame anything else. But because it was so late in the morning where I had that, I didn't actually have lunch. So that's technically a brunch, I guess. And then I had this for dinner, which I quite literally came in the kitchen at around about 5 o'clock and went, I don't know what I want to cook. I don't know what I want to eat. And just kind of threw stuff together. I had the 4 potatoes that were left over. If I didn't use them now, they'd probably go bad. So I figured chuck them in, do some roasted potatoes of some kind. And I had about half a bag of some mixed vegetables, like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Made a sort of okay sauce from a little bit of maple syrup, some reduced sodium soy sauce, some fresh grated ginger, some garlic granules, and a little bit of bouillon powder, like vegetable stock powder. Just mashed it all together, whisked it with the tiny whisk, and drizzled it over the top. Tossed everything with a spoon while it was in the big glass baking dish. Covered it in foil, in the oven, 220, I think, for about an hour. Maybe a little bit over an hour, can't remember. About an hour. Took it out and everything was ready. There was no crisping or charring or, burnt bits or anything like that because of the foil cover. It just steamed everything through quite nicely, but kept all the flavour in. It was really good. I ended up eating like three quarters of the dish that I baked. So I've got like a mini portion ready for tomorrow, which will probably be a side for something. I have no idea what I'm going to cook. Just dropping in really quickly and hijacking my own video, I am about to have a little bit of peanut butter sandwich, like just small ones. Like here's the bread. It's quite small, as you can see. But yeah, in the interest of fairness and being honest, I'm having that. I'm having a little bit of extra water. I mean, I've got any amount of beans and stuff like that, as you can tell. So I don't know. Maybe I'll steal Brian and Jessica's pantry challenge. Maybe I'll make some sort of like steak out of their patty mix that they made, the sweet corn and kidney beans and oat flour. Maybe I'll do something like that, like as a big chunk. Or I've got quite a few chickpeas, so I might very well do something like Brittany Giroudi's chickpea nuggets. Because I've got some sauces and stuff that I can dip those in, some really, really delicious curry sauce. So, I'm not sure. I'll figure something out anyway. What else is going on? Not really a great deal. I've carried on with just getting on with life. I had a Skype call with my mum, which was quite nice. I have talked to her again about watching Game Changers and Forks Over Knives, because like me, she's a little bit larger, let's say, and you know, she's getting on in years now. I kind of worry about her longevity. You know, especially with my dad not being around anymore as well. They were separated, but, you know, still, like, that kind of brings it home a little bit that, you know, like, maybe it's time to start worrying about stuff like that. So I'd really like her to do some stuff, like whole foods plant-based, I guess. I'm not trying to, like, force it on her or anything. But she has given pretty good reviews to the things that I've made whenever she's been over and I've made whole foods plant-based stuff for her. She follows all of the Instagram pictures of all the different food and thinks that it looks absolutely amazing and looks really, really tasty, but just won't really go that little step further and do it, you know? I don't know. I mean, I think my family just in their entirety think that this is kind of like this weird, silly thing that I'm doing. You know, my younger brother lost a lot of weight by, like, eat oatmeal on morning, have brunch, have lunch, have next thing, have snack, have dinner, have protein shake, go to the gym every single day. And that worked for him, and he lost a ton of weight, and he came out of it looking really, really good, and then put a little bit of weight back on when he stopped doing that because he couldn't devote every single minute of his life to going to the gym. My younger sister lost a bunch of weight and then has put on a little bit more again. My older brother has sort of been doing stuff, I guess, but hasn't really had anything stick. I don't know, like, we've all had this thing of, like, sticking with something and then, like, falling off of the wagon and then coming back on, or just giving it up as a lost cause. I cannot even claim to not be guilty of it myself with falling off the wagon and stuff. I have put on so much weight since the Mary's Mini. I know it wasn't even that long ago, and in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not even that much. It's, you know, like, it's still quite a bit, but yeah, just falling back into old habits is a bad thing to do, apparently. So, you know, all that belly that I'd lost before, I've actually gained back, which isn't great. That's why, well, one of the reasons why I'm wearing a baggy t-shirt. The other reason is because no one really cares. It's, you know, we're stuck inside, aren't we? So, nah. Never mind. Today is another new day. Tomorrow is an even newer day. And yeah, I actually feel pretty good about being back on track. Like, maybe it just took people saying, Martin, what are you talking about? Don't be an idiot, for me to actually realise, like, you know, turn over a new leaf and stuff. But, well. Let's see. Oh, I ordered the Hellspan Solution book today as well. I ordered a hard copy in English that I can get in Germany, but obviously because Amazon is doing the thing with prioritizing certain orders and that sort of thing, it's not going to arrive up until Wednesday next week. So I've got just over a week of trying to come up with recipes myself or adapt things that I found in other places, and I don't know, maybe that'll give me like a little bit of oomph to do stuff. I think probably maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, I'll come up with a script for various different videos that I had planned before everything went a little bit wrong, and I'll see about getting those recorded during the daytime. Yeah, this is going pretty well, actually. I actually set myself a time of 9 p.m. to record videos. 10 o'clock onwards is for editing. 11 p.m. is to put them live on the YouTubes. And so far, even though I'm a little bit delayed with it, I am actually sticking to that. So, you know, fingers crossed, you'll see exactly when it goes live, but hopefully I'll be able to get to bed at midnight, which is like my set time, and then I can have a couple of extra hours of sleep. So, right, I will check back in with you tomorrow. I think, yeah, I think Saguta wants to make some nice cream. So we'll maybe give that a bash, see what we can come up with. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay indoors, all that jazz. And yeah, see you later. Bye-bye. I just punched the door. Whoops.